No, till now, we have dealt with these if conditional statements. So now we're gonna start this where statement. Okay. So we'll start with different expressions of where statements. So let's run this. Yeah. So if I require only the PID equal 101 patient ID details, so I'll just directly mention where PID equal 101. Okay. And for example, if I require PID not equal to, so I'll just quickly walk you through different operating types in terms of where expressions. Okay. So for example, we have arithmetic type. One is multiplication is star, division is slash, addition is plus, subtraction is minus, and exponential is double star. Okay. And we have comparison operators which are equal. So either we can use equal to symbol or we can use EQ. Okay.
Small EQ also is fine or
Yeah,
only capital EQ?
any EQ. There is no, it's not case sensitive. Any EQ is fine. EQ, small EQ,
Mm,
or capital EQ. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So so in terms of not equal to, we have any. Okay. Which we have mentioned here, any, and we have this one or equal to, or cap or equal to, or hyphen equal to. So either we can use either of these four for not equal to. Okay. Because sometimes some people use any, some people use title with equal to. Okay. So some people use cap with equal to. Okay. So I mean, no, you get confused. So either use any of the one. Okay. And next one is greater than symbol. So either use greater than symbol or GT. Even this here, either use less than symbol or LT. This is greater than equal to. With G greater than equal to. This LE less than equal to. And if you want to, so suppose if in case if you have multiple data points to consider, then use in. Okay, we use in. Okay, and again the other one is we have the logical or the Boolean expression which are n. Either we can use A and D or this ampersand symbol or this single pipe. Okay, not logical not. Either we can use not or these title or cap or hyphen. Okay, so and we have where expressions only and others, all these. So between and contains. So no, I'm going to explain you know what is between and contains, null or missing, like, okay, sounds like, all these. Okay, let's go through one by one. So this one is not equal to. So if I require the data without 103 patient ID, then we can directly mention PID. So yeah, either we can mention cap or equal to, or title or equal to, or just not equal to. Okay. Let's say for example, I just you mentioned not equal to. So we got all the IDs without 103. Okay. And mention title not equal to. I still be ending up with data without 103.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next one. If I want data greater than 103, 101, greater than just GT. Okay. Just GT. You mentioned that just GT or greater than. Just have to use this greater than symbol. Yeah. This is again greater than or equal to. which is GE. Okay, either GE or greater than or equal to.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. For example, I want a drug. I'm searching for a specific drug name. Okay, drug name ASP. Okay, as I mentioned yesterday, whenever whenever we use the character data, always make sure that that is in a quotes.
Column.
Okay,
Yeah.
quotes,
Quote,
quotation
quote.
marks, single quotation marks, right, sir?
Single quotation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drug equal to single quotation marks ASP hyphen 10 mg. Yeah. So so data which belong to ASP and hyphen 10 mg. So all will appear in the output data sets. And next one, same thing. For example, if if I'm looking for a specific date, okay. So here there's a catch, okay. So if you see, we have a date in this format, which is 12 Jan 2005, 14 Jan 2005. This is a format, sir. It's a format called date 9 dot. So
Mhm.
which tells us that okay. Okay says just make sure that date will be written in this format, date 9 dot.
Hmm.
Okay. So here, so whether it will be in date 9 format or date 7 format or any form or any specific date format, okay, but you want to call it here in the where statement, just mention in this way. So just remember that in quotes, okay. So even dates being a numeric data, but still it need to be in quotation because it has some
It's an
character.
alphanumeric.
Yeah, no, it's a numeric. So it's not often numeric. It's a numeric. Date values.
Yeah, but date always
Sorry, sir.
you use. Date always you use this call, not call, apostrophes.
Yeah, so there's a condition here. Just okay. The thing is, so as this belongs to date value, you have to mention in this way. So for example, for example, if you want to if you want to pick up a date with 15, was it 15? Okay, Jan 2005. Okay, so there's the date which you have it in the in this data points, right? In this format. Okay, let's see if this works or not. So we got an error. What is the error? Variable date is not in the sorry. No, what is it that? So visit date it is. Yeah. So we got where clause operator requires compatible variables. You got it, sir?
Hmm.
Because this being a numeric, and
Mhm.
if we enclose this numeric in quotes, it won't give us the no, it won't give us our desired results. It'll just throw an error stating that where clause operator requires compatible variables. Okay. For example, if you run the same for the character data, just see it. We still end up getting syntax error while no in this way because there is a character data. Okay, so it should be
Mhm.
enclosed in a quotations. Okay, so this being a numeric data and we have enclosed it in quotations, it thinks that it is a character data. Okay, so that's the reason it won't give us the answer. So it is throwing an error. In order to avoid this one, it is throwing an error. Okay, where clause operator requires compatible variables. So in order to avoid this one, just mention D here. So D, which means that it tells us that this particular data point in the quotations is a date format, is a date value. So consider that to be a date value. So what is the date value? It is 15 Jan 2005. So it will consider only the data which so the visit ID equal to 15 Jan 2005 in this way. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So always make sure that you mention D here, D after the quotation marks. And for example, so here, if it is in some other format, which is not 12 Jan 2005, for example, if it is in kind of this format, 12/01 2005, but it has a date format. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it has a date format like DDMMYY 8 dot. Okay, let's create that one for your sake. So I'll just remove this one and just show you. Plus 8. So it's another format. We have many other formats in terms of dates. Okay. Uh, okay. Just a moment. What is this? Okay. It's okay. I'll leave it. So I got the data in this format, sir, which is 12/01/05, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So but here, I'm unable to do, but I'm unable to see the date. I mean, duplicate the same date format here. You can directly mention in this way, which is 12/01/2005, which is 12 Jan 2005 in this way. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we still get the data because it's in a format called date format. It still takes whatever the date format it's in the data set. It considers this to be a date, and it converts this particular date format to that aligning with the dataset format and give us the data only by mentioning this D symbol here after the quotation marks. Okay, let be any let be any condition, sir. So it doesn't matter. Okay, anything, it doesn't matter. It will be DDMMYY or MMDDYY or some any other format. Always make sure that if you don't know what is the format in the data set, you just directly mention some variable equal to your date in this format, and then quotations with D. That's it. You get the data for the particular date value. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear, ma'am? Clear, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Yeah. And next one. Other one is where end operator. So till now, we have dealt with only one kind of expression. So we'll just deal with where end operators. Okay. Where with end operator. So I want, so for example, I want the visit IDs between so and so dates. Okay. Which is greater than 12 Jan and
And
less than 21st Jan.
20.
I just simply mention end, A and D. Okay. As I mentioned end or this symbol. Okay. So where visit ID greater than 12 Jan 05 and visit ID less than. So always make sure that you just people it's a simple forget to mention it, this visit ID even here too. If you don't mention here, we get an error. Okay, stating that syntax error. Okay, always make sure that you mention visit ID greater than 12 Jan and visit ID, and again visit ID.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, again visit ID less than 21st Jan. And same thing for here. Seems there is no data. Okay, 1 second. And same thing for this one. Patient ID also. Anything. I mean, it can be anything or something. Whatever data you want between two data points, you can use this particular end. Okay. So here we have mentioned 12th Jan and 21st Jan, right? So we got greater than 12 Jan and less than 12 Jan. For example, if I use greater than equal to 12 Jan and less than equal to 21st Jan. Okay. If I see here, what is 12th and 21st? I have 21st Jan. I have 12th Jan. Okay. And now the next option, next expression is between. Okay, where between. For example, you want to see the dates between 15 Jan and 21st Jan. You can directly mention where the syntax is in this way, where column name, column underscore name, between first date and first value, and just end second value. Okay. So this syntax. This is the typical syntax of where between. Okay. So here we're using for visit date. So where visit date between 15 Jan and 21st Jan. Okay. So here between, so ideally between means it should come between 15 Jan and 21st Jan, right, sir?
Yeah.
Right, ma'am. So, but in SAS, you will be getting both, including both 15 Jan and 21st Jan. Not just between these two dates, but including 15 Jan and 21st Jan. Okay.
12 Jan also, okay, from 15th to this, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it will
15.
include those dates also.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
It'll include both end dates. I mean, both start and end dates. Okay. So there's a start date and there's the end date. It'll include both start and end dates with all the between dates. Okay. Next one. And same with patient ID. Same with patient ID.
Between.
Sorry, ma'am, you're saying something?
No.
Yeah. And next one is okay. So if you see here, all the above expressions which are operators which are between and between, I usually select observations between two expressions. Okay, only between two expressions. Okay, but we can't select multiple expressions. For in that case, for example, if you want to select multiple expressions, then we have to use in operator. simply mention if you want to where PID in, where PID in 102 comma 103, just enclose them in brackets. Okay. For example, if you want to mention where PID, sorry, where uh, drug name. Okay. 05 20 10. Okay. Where drug name, and I want to choose multiple drug names. Simply mention where drug name in this one. It should be enclosed in brackets, comma, it should be enclosed in quotation, as this being a active data. Okay. Okay. So I get the data between, with respect to drug name 10 and 15 mg, right? And next one is where not in. Okay. For example, I just don't want to mention few variables, so a few data points, and I want the data, and I want the data apart from those few data points. Okay. Just simply mention where patient ID not in 102 and 103. So I get the data without 102 and 103. Where not in, where not in. Right, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sir, ma'am, any questions regarding these? Where, where expressions until now, where not in, where equal to, where between, and greater than, or equal to, less than, equal to, not in, not equal to.
No,
Any
nothing.
questions?
No,
Okay.
still.
Nothing.
Okay. Let's jump into the special operators, which are called like. So let's start with like operator. Okay.
We're like, you're simply like.
Yeah, where like, I mean, where like. Yeah. Yeah. So for example, you want to consider, so for example, it's, where like work in this way. For example, there's a data. Um, so I mean, our data, so the, there's a, we have a data point where, um, I mean, the observation where the observation have different names. Okay. For example, I want to select all the data with ASP. Okay. With all data with ASP. That's that starts with ASP. I have ASP 05 mg, ASP 10 mg, ASP 10 mg, ASP, okay, and so on. Okay, I have only ASP 5 mg and ASP 10 mg. But if it's the large data set, you may have multiple ASPs, right? But I want to select all the ASPs at once instead of mentioning ASP. I mean, instead of mentioning where where with the help of in operator. If I use the in operator, I have to mention ASP 05 mg, 10 mg, 15 mg, all it, right? Complete. I need to mention the complete data point name. But with the help of likes, where like statement, I mean where like expression, you can directly mention in this way. In where like we have two special functionalities. One is using percentage symbol, other one using hyphens. Sorry, underscores. Okay, let's start with percentage symbol. For example, I want to select, or I want to, you know, extract all the data points in which it start with C, drug name like C. So so we'll mention simply so simply we'll mention in this way, where drug name like in brackets. So I want all the data points that starts with C. Okay, choose C, and can end with anything. Okay, so it's simple that I want the data point that starts with C and can end with anything. So n number of characters can be after C, okay, after the C. So if you want to mention that there shouldn't be any I can have n number of characters after the C, just simply mention percentage symbol. So okay, this percentage symbol treats that after so this SAS is looking for data which starts with C. Okay, looking for data which starts with C and can end with any characters. Okay. So my bad. Yeah. So I got the data. Is it only one? Okay, I have only one.
Yeah, it's only one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's go with A. Yeah, we have it. So we got all four drug names, all four drug details. Okay. So that started with A. I have ASP, 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 AMP also. Right?
So it's only with the where like, right? We can
Yeah,
use only
yeah,
one. Okay.
where like, only where like. So the other catch here is you have to mention percentage symbol here
Hmm.
after the value which you have given, after the character name which you have given. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And next one.
Now, for example, if it is PID,
Mm-hmm.
that's a numerical one. So how you will do?
No, not it's only work. It's only it mean, this only works for character with no, sorry, no character data.
Okay.
Yeah. See here. 1 second. Yeah. And next one is yeah. Next one we have this particular thing called uh, with underscore. Okay. So for example, you have a drug name. Um, so the drug name have A as the second character. Okay. So I want to the drug name which have A as the second character. The first character can be anything. Okay, but should have only one first character and can have n number of characters after A, after second character. You got my point, sir, ma'am?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before A, it should have only one character, and after the A, it can have n number of characters. Okay,
Hmm.
for n number of characters, we mention percentage. For one character, we mention underscore. Okay, so it states that so this particular expression states that I want only one character before A and n number of characters after A. Okay, so we mention underscore and then we mention percentage symbol. Okay, so we get all the data which have A as the second character. So it seems that we have only one data point with A as the second character. Okay. Yeah. And again, so I have five underscores and then last is 5. Okay. So I want the data in this way. Before 5, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Before 5, it should have only 5 characters, and after 5, it can have a number of characters. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I just got this data with 5 characters before 5 and as many characters as possible after 5. Next one. Next one is I can have n number of characters before G, but none up after G. Okay. So this is like percentage G. So I'm getting n number of characters before G, but none after G. So as yeah. The same thing applies for everything. Percentage M, percentage 0, double underscore, ASP percentage, and here. So
Anywhere in
when
between.
yeah, anywhere in between A, anywhere in between A can be before and after n number of characters. So let's see how many are there in between A. We have only four it seems. A, okay. Yeah.
So in order to create like this kind of code, so we have to know the like drug name so that we can write a code like this, like percentage G
No,
or percentage M.
the thing is, if we don't know the drug name,
Okay.
okay, if we don't know drug name, if we don't know so a specific, what kind of specific variable have so what kind of specific data have been used in a in a particular data set. Okay,
Mm,
we know that for example, yeah, I know, and in a recent past, I have faced an issue that uh okay, so well, by in the from the source itself, what we
mm,
got is when the loans gets dispersed, okay, in the status column, so we have dispersed with different names, with different names like dispersed, disperse, just this, in that way.
mm,
Okay, so due to some due to some backend process, so this particular thing has got issues. Okay, so this dispersed name have been named in different terms. So one is this, other one is dispersed, other one is no, one is with ed, other one is just dispersed, other one is just this, in that way. So
mm,
our data which got which were already built with a name called dispersed, couldn't catch, couldn't extract all the data with all the data with status called dispersed. Okay, all
mm,
the data, all the loans which which got dispersed. So again, we went and checked back. So when we saw that we have multiple status names with dispersed. Okay,
mm.
so for example, I'll just show you. So we got this BURS dispersed, this BURS dispersed. We got this BUR, sorry, S dispersed. We got this PRS dispersed, in that way. Okay, so this is the data loading fault. Okay,
Mm.
so what we have done is we just manually mention, okay, status. So we need to mention status like so as you know the data, so we mention disperse in this way. This, that's it.
Okay.
So it took all the data points, all the no data points with the help of, so which have ended with this. So after this, it can have anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anything. Yeah.
yeah. So that's what, and in that way, we got all the data points.
Okay.
Yeah,
Understood.
yeah,
Thanks, Rajiv, for
yeah,
giving a live example.
yeah. Okay, yesterday actually for almost 3 4 days, I was just working on it. So this is the entire thing got solved with a simple code.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the source is a no, the source itself has an issue, has a major issue, so we couldn't find it. So when because our codes will be around thousands of lines of codes, right? So we have to track back each and every line. So when we just tracked back each and every line of code from first to last, and this particular data has been fetching from the database at the first step. So we got the
Okay.
issue at the first step. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is, when in real time, whenever you face an issue in terms of, whenever you face an issue, uh, somewhere in the code, okay, always make sure that you go from behind. No, just track back
Yeah.
from the behind. Okay, from the back of the code, because at the end of the code you have the data set. No, you have no,
Yeah.
you'll have the final data set, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this particular data can be, can be, can be, can have an issue at any point of the code. We can't say that, it'll have the issue at the fast, at the first, or at the end, or at the middle, or at the, or the, one third portion, or the, one fourth portion. Okay, it can, it can have anywhere. Just make sure that, always you backtrack from, backtrack the code and see where the issue is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And next one is where contains. Uh, Here it is. Select the data wherever the letter is there in the variable, but letter is case sensitive. Let's see this. We got the data. So it is something that it is, but letter is case sensitive. Okay. So we just directly mentioned where name contains R. So if the name contains R, so we have Ram Krishna, Pragna, we have Raju and Mohan Prasad. All have R. We have Ramakrishna, Pragna, and Mohan Prasad. What is the other one? Raju. But Raju is capital. Okay, this got ignored because it's
Okay.
case sensitive. Yeah, right. Next one. So we name contains R. We R is case sensitive. We got only this Ramakrishna and Raju because both have capital letters R. Okay. Yeah. Next one is, so instead of contains, you can use question mark symbol here. Okay. Either you can use contains or question mark symbol, and I mean,
Same.
yeah, both are same. Just either of the thing works. Okay, either of the operators works. Okay, so question mark is equal, just like we have, greater than equal to, right? We have GT for that in that way. Okay, yeah. So clear on this. Where contains. Any questions, ma'am?
No.
Okay.
No.
Next one is where null missing. Yeah. So in this one, we have to, okay. So for example, you have to select all the data without the null. Okay. Let's see.
No, here input I want to understand. Input statement is little different here.
Okay. Okay. Let's see the data. 101, 105. Yeah, I'll just show you without this one. First, okay. sir. So here what's happening is drug name 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 and then visit ID. What's the moment? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So here what happened is one second.
It's taking a G, it is not taking.
Yeah. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 second. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah. So we got 8 characters here. It's not considering this G1. Okay. So that's
So
proven.
9 dot you have to keep.
Yeah, yeah, sir. So for that reason, I'm giving +1 here. Okay. So what does this +1 do is it will just make sure that after we get 3 characters, it jumps to the next one. Okay. Okay, in this way. You see here, after 3 characters, but actually this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this belongs so these are only 8 characters, but in terms of placement, these are of 7 characters. No, these are of 9 characters in terms of placement, but the actual length is 8 characters. Okay. In order to do that, we just use +1. Okay. So
We
if
can
you
also
use,
use like 8 instead of 9. We can also use no.
yeah, 9, we can use it, ma'am. Okay, let's see 9. First remove this one. Let's see 9. Okay, we got the data. But for example, if you use only 8, okay, then add +1 here. So so there's another input function option where so we have modified input statements, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you have gone through the handout, then you might have encountered this one particular
Yep.
plus symbol. Plus 1 can have anything. +1, +2, and so on. So it is 3 characters, and then it adds +1, and then and to this +1, it will jump to the next one. Okay, it just it just allows a simple gap between the first and the next variable names.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clear, sir, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Next one. Yeah. So I want data where all the drug names are null. I just simply mention where drug name is null. Next. Right. I want drug names where drug name is missing. Both are missing. Drug name is missing, drug name is null.
You are away from mic.
No, no. Yeah. How about now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So yeah. So both are same. Drug name is missing, drug name is null. Okay. For example, I just want all the data where drug name is not null. Yeah. So I get the data all. Drug name is not null. It is not missing. Right, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a question for you. For example, same input as I mentioned 10. Mentioned 10. Okay. I run the code. Will it be in the correct order or I'll just remove this one. Okay.
Well, it will come in the same way.
It's okay. No problem.
Probably with one.
So so it's not a correct order,
Yeah.
right? Why the reason, sir?
Because for the first PID, it is considering 10 letters.
Okay. So
Characters.
how to avoid this one? So how to avoid this one? How to make sure that even the lengths are even we have given a bigger length, but still I want data correctly. How to get the data correctly?
You told something which I could not recollect now.
Yeah, ma'am. Any idea? Any guesses?
No, Rajiv.
Okay. So if you remember, we use this column, right?
Hmm.
Remember, sir, ma'am?
Yeah.
Input modifier. Okay. And this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This becomes 7. It seems. Happen here. So not this one. Yeah. Happen here. So we have missing here. Okay. We add +1. Okay. 1 second, sir. Dot.
No, but you said dot will be there only for numerical gap, right?
No.
Not for
In,
character.
in the character, we can mention dot, sir. So, no, I'm sorry. In the data, we can mention dot.
What?
So, the same thing, I have taught you at the start, sir. In the data, we can mention dot here because dot being a special character, it'll consider that to be a null value. Same thing, I have taught you the first.
Hmm.
Yeah. So in the data, that is different, but in the while creating the data, that is different. The first one, so why did we get nulls without mentioning dot? Is we used plus symbol. Okay,
Hmm.
we have +1, so which means that it'll jump to a next. So
Next.
it'll jump to a next value. Okay, that's the reason we got +1. I mentioned +1 here. Okay. So in this way, even if you mention longer length values, it will still end up giving us data correctly. Right, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you use +1.
Yeah, plus. like next one. So which is like where sounds like. Okay. So sometimes okay we get the data with which sounds like the same spelling, which sounds the same, but the spelling is different. Okay. For example, we got Smith here, we got Smith here, and we got Clark here, we got Clark here, we got Ronald here, we got Ronald here. Okay. The pronunciation is same, but the spellings are different. For this case of data, we can mention we have a special expression called sounds like. It sounds like. Let's see how it works. It's so let's see. So I mentioned p name equal to Smith. As you know, p name if it's p name equal to Smith, I'll be only end up getting only data with Smith, data which belongs to Smith. The name is SMITH. No, I got only one row. Okay. No, but I need all the data which sounds like Smith. Okay. Just go here and mention equal to the sounds like symbol is star Smith.
Is the column name P underscore name? Rajiv?
Yeah, 1 second, sir. It's p underscore name. Yeah, patient name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get the data with respect to Smith. So all the data with Smith. Okay, I got Smith here, right? The same thing you can use for Clark. Yeah, okay, Clark. Yeah, Clark here. So I get the data for Clark. I got both the data which belongs to Clark's with ending with K and ending with C.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sound like that. Okay.
yeah, sounds like. That sounds like. Okay. Yep. Any questions until now, ma'am? Any questions on sounds like,
I have to
contains? Yes,
this thing,
yes, ma'am.
input statement. I haven't read this, why I was not recalling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Raju, assume a situation where just like Clark and
Okay.
sounds like we have different one, and now we want to make everything to be in a single format, like
Right.
CLARK is the correct.
Right.
So we can do that changes also, right?
Yes,
Where
sir.
we will
Using
mention CLARK is equal to CLARC,
right.
and everything will change.
Come again, sir. You mentioned said what?
So assume that we have sounds alike one which are close to 3 to 4 different one. For example, Srinivas name, somewhere it is SRINIVAS, somewhere it is SRWNIVAS.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So, but we know that the correct spelling is SRWNIVAS.
Right.
Okay, Srinivas.
Uh,
So, whatever which is sounds like Srinivas, can we change everything into SRWNIVAS Srinivas?
um. Yes, sir. So thing is, either we can use if statements. You have the if statements, right?
Huh.
Yeah. So no, we can use if statements. So yesterday, we have learned the if statements. If statements, we can change the data, right? If
Hmm.
if sex equal to y, then then we can change it to sex equal to sorry, female in that way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Even we can use if then do statements. If you see here, uh, name equal to Srinivas, then the name equal to Srinivas to actual name that way. Then again, name equal to Srinivas, then name equal to so and so.
Sorry, your voice has.
Sorry. Yeah,
No, it's fine.
if name equal to Srinivas, then name equal to Srinivas. I mean, your
Yeah.
preferred name in that way.
Yes,
Using
yes.
the using the if conditions.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions, sir, ma'am? Ma'am,
That's
you
it.
said you have any questions? You have some questions?
Yeah, I was like reading hands out in data statement write up. So it was like, so what is the use of underscore null underscore? So it was like in write up, we were like the data set name underscore null underscore is reserved for spatial purpose. Like no data set will be created, but the programming step executes. So I was not understanding.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. I'll just regarding this underscore null underscore, we have a separate topic for it. There
Okay.
there I'll deal with it. Okay. So
Okay.
it's something that whenever we create some kind of a reports and all. Okay. So while creating a reports and sending it to external source, then there is no point of getting a data set for us. Okay. In that case, we use underscore null underscore. I mean, thing is, if you say if you simply say underscore null underscore,
Hmm.
so here I won't be getting any data set.
Hmm.
Okay, I simply just the log. That's it. If you create a report, that report will be generated, but no data set will be created. That's it. So
Okay.
we have quite a few. We have quite a few. It's something that it just to reduce the space. Whenever we have a large reports. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, in a huge reports. So those reports will be, those reports, will be generated, and we get them into our email or something else, into an external source. So for that kind of report, so there is no point of we getting a data set, right? So for example, if you mention data set here, okay, so we get data set in the output statement, no, sorry, in the output window. So that will
Hmm.
take some space, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. In order to avoid that, we just directly mention as we only require the particular report, we mention null here.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's simple that SAS doesn't create any data set. That's it. Nothing more than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it will not create data set, but without creating a data set, how can anyone assess it?
Yeah, that's what, sir. I mean, so we'll use it while creating reports.
So report also should be visible, na?
No,
If it
no.
is not visible.
Yeah,
So
report
no,
will be
just like
visible in the results window, right, sir? So report will be there in the results window. So we have few options in that way. So we have few options placed in the report section such that it will be in the results window. Okay. And and one more thing is, why do we require both the data? Both in both the same data in reports and in data set. It's not required, right, sir?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the reason. So so we get the same data in results and in the data set, but in different
Okay.
format. In reports, we get in a specified format. For example, if I consider, I don't have an Excel here. Uh, yeah, no, that'd be, sir. The thing is, uh, in results window, we get the reports of a desired format, but of a desired format, of a desired color, of a desired spacing, of a desired font and everything. Okay.
Mhm.
So, we can mention font, the spacing, the colors, and another one is um, the spacing, colors, font, and, and the type of, the, whether whether it should be italic or bold in that way. There are many other ways. We can use different colors in different types of data points we want. But when this comes to output will only have one kind of data, which is this one. Output dataset will always have one kind of data, which is blank, the simple grid, in a simple grid system, in this way. Okay, it doesn't contain colors, it doesn't contain fonts.
We
we got,
click on results one.
no, in results, no. Now we know we no, we have no, we haven't no, we haven't no.
Use null, so it will not come here.
No, my point is it's not about null, sir. My point is whenever we generate to generate a report, we have few options. At that time,
Mhm.
that report will be there in the in the results window.
Okay.
Okay. So at the same time, when you use when you use a data set here instead of null, the same data will flow in the output data set, but in a different view, which is not required for your usage. Okay. So
Okay.
it's just a waste of space. So in order to avoid it, we use underscore null underscore. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we'll
In order to save in order to save our
save our workspace memory or save a
yeah.
some kind of memory. We'll use null. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have separate topic for it. Then we can deal with it. It says that specify that SAS
Yeah.
does not create a data set when it executes the data step. That's it. That's the only explanation we get
Okay.
for null. Let's go to the differences between if and where. Yeah. First one is okay. If works only with data step, but where works with both data step and proc step. Okay. So if only works with data step, which is this one. But where works with both data step and proc step. So we have so I told you, right, we have other one which is called proc step. So it works with both data and proc step. Okay. And next one. Okay. If we can use while reading data from data lines, external files, and data sets. But where only works with the with the existing data set. That's it. So these are existing data sets. So where works only with the existing data sets, not with data lines or external file data. Okay.
Data lines also it was working now where
No,
we
we
have
haven't.
been using.
So for example, no,
This is data lines, right?
yeah, this is data lines. While creating the data lines, we can directly use if here. So for example, if
Uh-huh.
one
Okay.
PID equal to 101 is directly mentioned here. So we get only total 4 rows, which are PID 101. But where? Mention where here. No input data sets available for where statement. Okay. Right, sir?
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. And now, so whatever the operators which we are used, maybe arithmetic, maybe logical, maybe comparison operators. So if works with these 3 operators, but we have used some. So we have used
Expressions.
yeah, expressions. So which are called expressions which are called this like, sounds like. So we have this expressions, right? So expressions between and contains, null missing, like, sounds like. So all these if doesn't work for them. Apart from these one, we have equal to, arithmetic symbols, logical
Okay.
symbols. All these works with if and where, both where. Okay. And next one is if works after PDV. Sorry, if works after PDV, but where works before PDV. Okay. Which is so where is always efficient when compared to if in terms of in terms of CPU, in terms of the CPU time reduction. Okay.
PDV means predefined value.
No, PDV means it's called program data vector. So it
Okay.
comes
Okay.
at have you gone through the backend process which which I've explained in a separate recording? I mean, I guess you weren't there at the session during the session.
I missed that session probably.
Yeah. So the recording is there in so it's something
Hmm.
called backend process. Okay, where you have
Hmm.
PDV, we have input buffer PDV. Okay. So PDV is something that where all the data points get assigned to particular variable names. Okay. So if works after PDV. So after the data gets assigned to the variable names, if works after that. But where works before PDV, which means where works before the data gets assigned to the particular variable names. Okay. So which means where filters the data before before the PDV. Okay. Before the data gets as the no before the data gets generated, where filters the data at that point. But if filters the data after the data gets generated, right? There's a difference in the so where always helps to reduce the execution time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because for example, sir, okay, we'll just so for example, um, we have this data, right?
Hmm.
So I want to so in this data set, I want to consider only data with ID 101. Okay. So what happens is how if works. If works in this way. Once all the data gets once all the data gets from set to data, okay, at that moment, in between these two, okay, in between these two, if works. So once all the data being read into the CPU, okay, in CPU, then if filters the data from the CPU and then pass it to data.
Hmm.
Okay, think in that way. But how does way work? Before the data getting into CPU, where filters the data? Okay, which means for example, we have eight rows. After the entire 8 rows being read to CPU, this particular if statement filters the data, which means we have we have some time have been passed, right?
Hmm.
But how does where work? Where before the data reaching the CPU, where filters the data by only giving CPU only 5 records, which belong to 101 patient ID. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the help of where statement. So we have around 5 records. So we have 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 records. So only though these 4 records will be fed to the CPU, and eventually we get the data set. But if but in terms of if all these 8 records will be fed to CPU, and then we get the data, and then the data will be filtered. So this procedure will take some time. But where what it will do at the initial stage itself, it will filter the data, and then it will fed to the filtered and then it will fed the filtered data to the CPU. Okay, which eventually we get the filtered data in the output data set. So this is where we get we get some reduced time while running the code.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is
Hey,
the
Raj,
yes, ma'am.
I have to drop. I have
Yeah,
another class.
yeah. It's done, ma'am. I'll just stop here.
Okay.
Yeah, just asking for you if you have any questions. That's it.